So last time we did we started putting objects on your background, right? You did an 11 by 17, put your objects on there, starting to cut out the backgrounds. Make sure you're cutting out all the backgrounds of everything you do. Remember to go kind of in order of tools. So in order of difficulty to get it out of there. So we did the magnetic lasso tool last time. Well, we did 3 of them. So we did the, come on, mouse is being weird today. So we did the magnetic lasso tool here. That's if you had something like, we talked about Woody. If you had Woody on the, it's got kind of a similar background or similar coloring or lots going on, then you might have to trace around it with the magnetic lasso. Then you've got underneath the magic wand, you've got the, you've got the quick selection tool. Remember the quick selection tool was it pushes it around. This is a new one too, the object selection tool. You can try the object selection. That's brand new in Photoshop, and you can click. You're supposed to click on an object, and it's supposed to find the object for you. So you can try that too and see if that works. And then the quick selection tool, we did the Hannah Montana had the fur behind it, so that's kind of if you have a little bit that the magic wand's not going to pick up, but you can push it around. There's enough contrast there. And of course, the magic wand, if you have just a solid background or something with high contrast between your subject, then use the magic wand. That was just a couple clicks to do. I've seen people or students, and it's too much work. If you have a white background, don't use the magnetic lasso around a white background. That is way too much work. You can get some fine tuning in there, but you can even use the magic wand tool and select it, and then go to your masking if you really want to fine tune it. But don't do that. The magic or the magnetic wand gets a little lengthy. So today we're just going to get into some text. So we're going to click on the text. You guys know how to insert text. We kind of beat text to death when we did your color wheels, so you're familiar with that. So I'm just going to come out here. I just want to show you something that you can spice up. I do want some text in your project. So you can put in your last name. You can put in your full name. Somewhere just put your name on there. And then with that selected, you can go to your character panel. It's also, if it's not there, you can go up to Window, and it's under Character too. You can find it there, and then you can play with some things there. Like right now, I have it's in all caps. So if we type it in, you can put in the small caps. That one should, if I capitalize the P would be bigger. You can bold it. You can just do all kinds of stuff, just your normal stuff that you can do there. We'll keep it in the all caps for now, though. You can change the height of it. So if you want to stretch out your text, you can. And this is cool too, whenever you put your mouse over a tool and it comes up with a hand with the little arrows, if you click and hold on that, like if I click and hold on my font size, I can drag, and that will give me, so I don't have to type in numbers there, I can do it just by dragging. This one would increase the height of my font. These other ones, this spreads out your font. So you can do there's some cool stuff that you can do with it. Now what I want to show you though, that I want you to play today with both your images and your text, is called blending options. So down on your layer, if you do a right click on your layer, you have what they call blending options all the way to the top. Now this puts effects on your text or whatever you're doing. So it's going to open up another dialog box, and then you can just work your way down this left-hand side to do some cool stuff to it. So like if I put in bevel and emboss, automatically it's going to give me kind of a 3D look to it. Now if I click on the words too, so if I click on the words bevel and emboss, it's going to give me a whole bunch of other options there. So now I could change the size of the bevel. If I drag that, you can see it plays with that. I can soften it up if I want it a little more bubbly, or I can have it a little harder on that. Okay, and then you just work your way down. I can change where the light is hitting it, the angle that it's hitting it at. I can even change the contour, just to something that you like. If I go down, I could do, I could put a texture on it. The texture's not going to do, so there's like some leaves. You can hit the arrow down and get out. There's water, grass, all kinds of stuff in there. I could put on a inner shadow, inner glow. I could put on a stroke. Let me turn this one off so you can kind of see what it looks like. I can put on a stroke, which would be an outline. Then you could do like a color overlay, gradient if you want to do it. An outer glow is kind of cool. You can play with the outer glow there and do like the spread and the size of it. Outer glow is a little bit different than a shadow. A drop shadow is actually a shadow, so it just goes on more on one side or another. And same thing, I could change the angles of the drop shadow and stuff. So lots that you can do with that. See how that works? You hit OK on that. You'll see that it puts the effects that you used on your layer. You can actually copy and paste those too. If I do a right click on that layer again, I can copy a layer style and then I can paste it layer style. So if I want to do the same thing on multiple layers, I could do that all at once. I can turn on and off the effects just with the eyeball. And then you can also do this on a image too. So if I put in like let's try it with an image. I'll use the logo. I think that's already see-through. We'll set that in. So then I could do the blending options on that. You can just right click. Once it's in there too, you can double click on the effects and that'll open up your dialog box too. So I could do the same thing. I could do a bevel and emboss on that. Put an outer glow on it. I could even change the outer glow color if I want to do like a red outer glow on it. So you can do some cool stuff with just even your images too. This is a good way to blend. Remember when we did Selena Gomez and her hair had some white on it? This would be cool to do a drop shadow or do a little glow on it to blend those edges in a little bit. So play with that with both your images that you're putting in and the text you put on it. Okay, questions on that at all? We're good? Also, don't forget under your image and your adjustments, we've got the hue saturation. Remember the hue saturation? You've even got brightness and contrast. So if you're putting something in, like I had somebody putting people inside, if you start playing with the coloring and stuff and the lightness, you can make it so those are all very similar and it looks like they were there originally rather than a bunch of clip art. So play with that too under those some of those adjustments. Okay, we're good? I'll let you loose, let you edit for the day. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out.